Hey guys, Deathletter Magic here, and as of yesterday, according to Wizards of the Coast, well, they fixed Historic. It's perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. If there was anything more wrong, they would have fixed it, right? So it's all just an absolute wonderland of adventure, rainbows, and puppies, because it's fixed, fun, and fair. I mean, I'd add a couple more F words to describe it, but so the day that they announced it, I decided to take my Maze's End deck and make it even worse, and call it Maze Hell. This is the kind of deck that Satan himself would run. This deck should not be allowed. The fact that they decided to throw shrines into this format was the biggest mistake I think I've ever seen Wizards make ever in the history of their entire company. And they're not going to fix this. They'd have to ban all, 11 shrines? I mean, yeah, some of them are so weak I don't think I even put them in the damn deck. But, yeah, the only thing this tends to lose to occasionally, maybe 50% of the time, is another shrines deck that's a pure shrines deck. Other than that, I mean, this is just gates and shrines. I usually break it down oh, here's what's in the deck. What do you want from me? It's gates, it's shrines. Deck list in the description. I did throw in some Rams. Those are good. Gates Ablaze. You might say, well, that's why not just run shrines? Because Gates Ablaze and because, Guild Summit. Are you kidding me? Gatebreaker Ram. Damn. I mean, one deck can stand on its own. The other deck can stand on its own. And it turns out when you mix them together, you end up with 62 cards. Get over it. You trim it down then. I don't give a shit. But yeah, I put in a bunch of board wipes, I put in a bunch of power creatures, I put in a bunch of life gain, and then I put in a bunch of shrines. So you're either going to win with Maze's End, or you're going to win with, well, I guess the Gatebreaker Ram. I mean, that's a win con. Or just killing them, shrining them to death. Just, because some of them do direct damage and stuff. So, I mean, I'm just going to jump into the gameplay. Let's do it. All right, game one. Looks like a pretty power open. Not bad. I mean, you'd be surprised how often you get color screwed in this deck. I mean, it's only 2 at a time and it's 5 colors, so you do the math. But I can't believe I'm going first. They no longer let me go first with this deck. I've noticed that. I proved it on live stream. So that's just basically a placeholder shrine. I mean, yeah, it taps down. It's cool. You can do it multiple times, which I think is honestly kind of a slap in the face to, fairness or anything. But now we got a shrine count of 2. That's not good. And that's one of the better shrines. It's either the discard one or the drain away one. I always forget. I mean, oh, it's the drain away. Cool. So it's hit him for the number of shrines I have, healed me for the number of shrines I have. Ouch. And yeah, even though he's running white life gain, he's out. All right, game 2. After I got, I think, 3 more early forfeits, because when people see shrines come out, I've had people drop the game when I dropped the first shrine. So, wow, I'm going first. Boy, this was early footage. Once you win too much with the deck, they stop letting you go first. I proved that. So, yeah, he's got a Healer's Hawk. Okay. I mean, white life gain. I can't believe people are trying to get white life gain to work in Historic, but I mean, there is that Soul Sisters card. I forgot the name of it, but it's pretty good. So I got out a shrine. So now he's like, okay, that's a shrine. That sucks. Oh, Soul Warden. Yeah, that one. Really good card, by the way. I mean, that's a damn good setup. If he gets out Heliod, I'm screwed. I got Gates Ablaze, but the thing is, you gotta wait. You gotta go the max impact. I mean, it's 22 to 19. Yes, he's got a life gain deck. Yes, he's got a ton of triggers. I don't care. So I don't want him to get a free Drake, and I think he does off this one. So I said, okay, we gotta stop that. So boom, there we go. But you do want to cast that as late as possible. So it is 18 to 26. I'd still say with 4 versus 4 cards in hand, me versus him, he probably still had the advantage there. And he pulls out Oprah. Oprah don't play, all right? But we got the Gatebreaker Ram, one of the most broken cards ever printed. So good luck dealing with that. I could almost just single-handedly win with that, actually. But Gideon's freaking company, dude, this guy's on curve. His deck's going absolute, full throttle as hard as it possibly can. But he did just take 8 to the face. Now, I just healed myself up to 32 with one of the also most broken cards ever made, Archway Angel, or whatever that says. I don't know. I'm watching this at really low res. Really hard to tell what's going on. It's kind of a new deck, too. Let me make this thing bigger. Oh, I can't while it's playing. Oh, that's nice. Cool. So, so it's Oprah and Gideon. Famous combo there. Yeah, he ain't playing. He ain't playing. I'm going to kill Oprah. That's for sure. He probably should have left her behind, to be perfectly honest. Oh, that's why. I knew there was a reason. And then I pulled Gates Ablaze. Well, guess how many gates I got? Not enough. I totally screwed that up. So Gideon's still alive, and my Gatebreaker Ram is pinned down. I mean, this guy, he is playing perfectly. This is the perfect curve, perfect white deck open. Spoiler alert, he still loses. I'm up to 38 because Angel. Oh, that card just pisses me off so much. I'll be about to win and they're like, oh, gain 30. But I'm losing life 7 at a time, which, you know, that's a number. And I think I win. Yeah, that's 10 gates. Didn't expect that, did ya? Okay, this next footage, I honestly don't remember what happens in this game, but I named the file thisisdisgusting.mp4. So, we'll see. All right, Reliquary. I never figured out what this guy's playing. Spoiler alert, I didn't let him play it. So, Guild Summit. Okay, obviously I screwed that up. God, I get that wrong every time. I should have done Guild Summit first, then the land, so that I can draw a card. So he's got a Hexproof against Blue Spider. Interesting choice. He's also busy doing absolutely nothing. Unfortunately, my deck kind of stalled out there. I need a gate to keep it going so I can draw into it. Tender Shoot, though. Oh, there's a blast from the past. That's why they call it historic. Nobody wanted that card back, but, well, there it is. I really didn't want that card back, to be honest, so... Le Blaze. Au revoir. Now, see, I don't like casting Blaze when he has 5 cards in hand. Especially when there's another Tender Shoot. Damn, dude. He's got the ETB. That's Blaze number 2. And now we got Mazes End out and 6 mazes. Or, gates. Yeah, okay, Trostani. I mean, he's bombing it. Like, he's going. So this is like a go wide deck. Gates Ablaze number 3. Blaze these nuts, all right? Look at that. I've been checking my graveyard because I can't believe it. Then he brings an aggressive Mammoth. I mean, this guy's going. Like, why would you do that in a wide deck instead of a tall deck? I don't know. He forfeits. He's done with this deck. Okay, so this one is just called Insane Win. And I think I remember what happens in this one, actually. Besides me not going first. And him not showing up to the game. Remember, I'm playing this at 200% speed. He's just that much of an asshole. Any day now. I would cut this out, but I just want you guys who have quit Arena to experience with me what happens about 1 in 3 matches. People just hit go and then just, I don't even know. They leave, they just get up from the computer and they just, I'm out, just bye. I have no idea. They go on Facebook, get a little bit, like going down the Facebook post, scroll-a-thon, you know, rabbit hole. I don't know. Maybe people are just dicks. I don't know. Maybe he thinks I'll forfeit. It's a rank match. I'm not going to do that. Oh, hey. Hit him with the your go, which is basically the, hey, you finally showed up to the game, you dick. Oh, I did go first. Oh, okay. Must be early footage. All right. We got Sanctum. Good start there. Fabled, so I don't know what he's playing. Ooh, you're going to sack it during my end step or whatever. Wow, you're such a pro player. And not showing up to the game on time, that's a pro player move. Alright, well, at least he's playing a little bit behind because, you know, every one of my manas, or lands, whatever, comes in tap. So I always feel like I'm playing a turn behind, and now the game will not let me go first even once. So I'm really playing a turn behind now. I'm playing 2 turns behind, unfortunately. The entire time I was live streaming, I went first in 1 game, and we played like 20. It's that bad. And I've been tracking it on spreadsheet. It's like 20%. It's terrible. It's getting worse, too, because my win rate is so high with this. So this is Shrines versus Shrines, basically. He's running pure Shrines, but I'm running Shrines with Gates. So I blew away all the Shrines. I probably should have waited, but it was 3 versus 2. I really should have waited, because, I mean, 3-4 cards in hand, but I get the Shrine Summoner. So I get to handpick a Shrine out of my deck. Whoever thought that that was an acceptable card, an acceptable power level, has lost their flippin' mind. Alright, so we got a Gates Ablaze, but I'm not sure that he actually has anything for me to target. So I'm just picking basically the keep me alive cards first and then the kill him second, because if he resorts to life gain, I'm screwed. But he didn't pull the Shrine Picker yet. I'm not even sure he ever pulls it, actually. I'm not sure. Okay, that's the bad one right there. An unlimited army of tokens that makes Field of the Dead look like crap by comparison. Very nasty. But I've got the Archway Angel, so I mean, we're sitting at 38, which if I get swarmed is not very much. But remember, he only has 2 shrines out. That one in the middle is Rule of Law. That's just an enchantment. Alright, he gets out his 3rd shrine. So now I'm a little worried, but I got tokens too. I believe didn't I go fetch that just specifically because he had it. Now I've got 5 shrines and he has 4. Pretty easy. Plus I can hit him in the air, so I've got a little bit of an advantage, but it's not amazing. I do have recurring life gain too. I gain 10 life every single turn because I have 2 per shrine and I have 5 shrines. There it is. Now I'm a little nervous because I had him up until now. So I'm going to hit him with the rage. There we go. Gain a buttload of life. Go get another one. I think I go for the card draw just so I can card advantage him. And also, I'm very close to winning with Maze's End. Alright. Obviously, he would do that. 56-4. This ain't looking pretty. But you never know. Okay, he just drew 6 cards. That ain't playing right there. Gained a little bit of life, gained 5 mana, and boom! Ruinous. Ouch. Ouch. Unfortunately, you guys had to have seen this coming at this point. I didn't mention it the whole game because it's such a funny thing when I blindside my opponent with it, but that's 10 gates. It took me a while to figure out which one to go get, by the way. It's really annoying. I think it was Rakdos. I was right. There it is. 10 gates a win. So, I mean, that's very, very scientific proof from one tiny little sample size of one game that this is a better build of a deck than pure shrines. I don't think even I agree with that, but look how I just won. Just saying. It's nice to have that unstoppable, non-interactive win con. I can't believe that sentence just came out of my mouth, but I also like crushing anybody stupid enough to play Historic. It's a terrible format. So if they go up against this, 1, Wizards allowed it. I mean, don't talk to me. They're the ones allowing it. If they don't want this in their game, they should ban it. Just saying. And then 2, everybody who plays Historic. I have no respect for you. That said, I mean, I got the 15 daily wins just today in about 17 matches. This deck basically can't lose. It's insane. It is just absolutely insane to go up against this deck and think you're going to win. Everything I've lost to was either Shrines or some kind of red blitz thing. I went up against like a green trample rample kind of thing with hexproof and free casting. Didn't stand a chance in hell. I board wiped every other turn. He didn't even touch me all game. This deck is a disgusting disgrace to the game, an absolute slap in the face to fun, fair gameplay, and I would recommend you all go ruin the Historic queue with it, because Wizards thinks they know more than us, when we've been screaming, what the f*** are Shrines doing in this game, and why the f*** did you reprint Maze's End, since they did both of those things. Maybe they'll get a f***ing clue now. And yes, I did release this deck upon the public, purposely the day after a ban announcement, so that we're the furthest away from a ban announcement, so that it does the most damage. Because we really need to make a point that Shrines and Maze's End never should have been included in this format. And Wizards has nobody to blame but their own stupidity. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully nothing changes with this on the 16th when Historic gets joined by like 600 cards from Jumpstart. And I'll see you guys next video.